The hinge is the person, the shared partner. Hinges, there's a saying, right? There are no meta problems, only hinge problems. Basically saying that metas never have issues with each other. It's because of whatever the hinge is doing that causes the tension between metas.
That's a whole show. Let's not go too deep on that.
It's in my article. I have a whole little section
That's
on
a
that.
whole show.
You don't want to get into that. You're sensitive. No, I'm just joking. I'm
I
totally
would love to do a
joking.
show on that though.
You want to get into it? You want to do a show just about being a hinge
Yeah.
and what it's like? Oh my gosh,
Yeah.
let's write that down. I think being a hinge is hard. You never know what you're doing because you love two people, especially when there's tension between them. You just don't know what to do. And I have a whole section about that, about how being a hinge is hard when there's tension. I feel like when there's not, though, being a hinge is probably pretty great.
Yeah. So I'm the hinge, for example, between Shani and then my other long-term love. I'm the hinge. They only come into each other's contact because of me. They come together when I have birthday parties and outings and things like that. And I'm the one in between. So that's what they mean by, or that's what hinge means.
It's the partner you share, basically. It's the person, it's your shared love. It's kind of interesting because there's friendship hinges also
Hmm.
that I feel like get, because it's not romantic, because romance is hierarchical,
Yep.
but there are some major hinge problems with friends also. I've definitely seen that before, where a friend gets introduced into a friend group, or you introduce a friend to another friend and there's tension. So hinges can exist in other relationships also, not just with romantic. It even exists in familial relationships, you
Indeed.
know?
Indeed. And it does.
It absolutely does. I would, when it comes to, he has a co-parent, he's the hinge between his co-parent and me
Indeed.
also. So there's lots of ways to be a hinge. I have to keep it RA.
I love it. I love that you bring that perspective in for sure. I love it because Jenny and I, just generally speaking, we don't like putting romantic relationships on a pedestal above all the other type of relationships that we have. So I'm glad that you brought that in.